Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here for this doTERRA Intro to Essential Oils class. My name is Camille Balcom, and I know some of you know me and some of you don't, so I'll just give you a little bit of background information about myself and my journey with doTERRA. First of all, I'm a mommy of 3, soon to be 4, and I'm an Air Force spouse. My family started using doTERRA back in September of 2013. I was pregnant with our second child, and I was looking for natural solutions to use for myself and my family. I'm a doTERRA Diamond Wellness Advocate with a passion for sharing the many uses of essential oils and showing others natural healthcare options. When I first started with doTERRA, I told the person that introduced me to doTERRA that I wouldn't be teaching classes and I'm not selling anything. But then I started using these amazing products, and we all had such great results with them that it was hard not to share with friends and family. So that's really what led me to sharing doTERRA, is just telling our story and telling people that you do have other options. Other than medicine, you have these natural solutions that you can try and use for your family. So that's why I'm here today, to teach you guys. But I will say I'm not a doctor, so the statements and the products referred to throughout this webinar have not been evaluated by the FDA. doTERRA does not prevent, treat, or cure disease. Your lifestyle choices can help prevent disease. Your doctor diagnoses, treats symptoms, and fixes broken parts, but your body is what actually cures disease. And I love that. Our bodies are so strong, and that's, God made them to fix themselves. But I love that we've got these natural solutions that help our body do what it does best. Okay, so what are essential oils? A lot of you listening into this might be new and not even really sure what are oils. Essential oils are nature's defense mechanisms for plants and cells. Have you ever looked outside and seen all these trees and flowers and bushes and plants and thought, how do they survive for so long? Hundreds of years. And it's because they've got these built-in systems that fight for them, and these essential oils that fight off these diseases. They're pure extracts from plants, and they're highly concentrated. That's the really neat thing about essential oils. A lot of people aren't really sure the difference between, if you've got like a seasoning like thyme or oregano, what's the difference between a drop of oregano oil and using the seasoning like when you're cooking. And so it comes down to how concentrated essential oils are. And you can see in this picture the little oil sac. That's actually a peppermint leaf, and it's zoomed in on that little peppermint oil sac. And then you've got a cup of peppermint tea over there. And just to put it into perspective, 1 drop of our peppermint essential oil is equivalent to about 28 cups of peppermint tea. So that's how powerful these natural solutions are. Okay, I want to talk a tiny bit about modern medicine and go from there. I was using modern medicine before when we had sicknesses come up or just different things, because that's how I grew up. That's how my mind was wired. If I was sick, I would use medicine. I didn't know that there were other options. But with modern medicine, you've got this cycle. You've got this synthetically produced medicine. You go to the doctor when you're sick and they prescribe it. The patient uses it. And you've got some side effects. So what happens if you have side effects? Yep, that's right. You go back to the doctor, and then they'll prescribe you something to help with your side effects. And then you use it and you might have more side effects. So this is a cycle it's not a good one to be in. And I've seen a lot of older people, some people in my family, that are in this cycle, and it's hard to break free of it. Especially when you're a little bit older and you're not really sure about natural solutions, and you're just reliant on your medicine. So as a young mom, I'm trying to, stay away from this cycle. Another thing about modern medicine, it's made from these isolated synthetic agents. Some of the side effects are known, but some are unknown, and those unknown ones are scary. There's a lot of medicines that people are on long-term that are not supposed to be on long-term. And so those can have a lot of effects in your body. And some of them you might realize, after taking medicine for a week or two, but some of them it might take years. And that is taking a toll on your body. Modern medicine is also, it's just designed to manage symptoms most of the time. It's not really addressing the root cause of what's going on in your system. Over 250,000 people die a year from drug abuse. All right, well, then we have this much prettier cycle, the cycle of nature's medicine. So you've got these essential oils that nature produces, and they help meet our body's needs, and then the body heals itself. So that is a cycle that I want to be a part of, and that's the cycle that I'm trying to use for my family. And that's what we've been in since we've discovered doTERRA and all the uses of the essential oils and the other products that doTERRA offers. So these oils and these products, they help minimize the symptoms as you use them, but they also address the root cause, which to me is most important. I don't want something just covered up. Like, sure, if I have a headache and I take Tylenol, it's going to feel better, but it's just covering it up. It's not telling me what's going on. It's not fixing the problem, especially for people with chronic things. Oils are made of hundreds of natural compounds found in plants that enhance physical and emotional health, and they're safe and gentle without side effects. And really, they're pennies per dose. If you ever have looked at the cost comparison chart of a drop of oil versus medicine over the counter, it's cheaper. If not, it might be the same price, but it's not more expensive. And for me, if I'm not having to take the time to go to the doctor, sit in the waiting room around a bunch of sick people and haul all my kids there and then go to the pharmacy and pick up the medicine, I mean, that's a lot of time, and it ends up being a lot of money as well. So it's saving you time and money. Okay, so why do essential oils work when drugs don't? So we've got this picture of a cell, and we've got threats that are on the inside of the cell, and that's viruses, and you've got threats that are on the outside of a cell, that's bacteria. The neat thing about essential oils is they can penetrate that fatty cell membrane, and they can attack those viruses and keep them from replicating. So if you've ever gone to the doctor with a virus and they've told you, we can't give you anything for a virus, you're just going to have to ride it out. I'm sure you didn't want to hear that when you were sick, that there wasn't really anything that they could do for you. But it's true. Modern medicine, they can't really touch those viruses. But essential oils can. And so when we're sick, we have oils like oregano, On Guard, Roman chamomile. There's so many great ones that can help fight those viruses. So if we ever get a virus in my family, we get through it so fast. Because we've got these natural solutions in our home. And I love seeing the effects of them, on my kids if they've got an upset stomach or if they've got a stomach bug, how quickly they work and how fast we get over those types of things that used to take us, 3 to 7 days. Okay, so if you have been listening and you thought, it does make sense, essential oils, and I understand a little bit more about them, but why doTERRA? Because there's essential oils all over the place. Even Walmart is carrying essential oils now. What is the doTERRA difference is what I like to call the doTERRA difference. So you can see this map. It's all over the world. We source these oils from their indigenous locations. So the neat thing about that is we're working with these farmers that have been growing these plants for years, and they know how to take care of these plants. They know how to harvest them properly. And so we're getting the best oil, the most potent and pure oil from these indigenous locations. And to put it into perspective, we go to France, and that's where we get our lavender. We go to India, that's where we get our lemongrass. So why should we do that rather than growing it locally or somewhere where we can find cheap farmland like some other companies do? And the reason is these locations, they have a very specific climate and that specific soil that directly affects the chemical makeup of these oils. And the chemical makeup is how, that affects how they work in our body. And so if you're altering that because you're growing lavender in Utah or somewhere else, and that's not where it's naturally grown, you're going to have a different plant. Like, sure, it's going to smell like lavender still, but it's not going to have that same chemical structure as the lavender that we get in France, and that's the lavender that's going to work best in our bodies. So I love that doTERRA travels the world to source these oils and make sure that we are getting the most potent and the best quality oil. And another thing that I love about doTERRA is we make sure that these are pure, and we have the safe third-party testing so that they're certified to be free of pesticides and other chemical residue. And what's really neat is doTERRA has this source to you website, so you can see where I have that little logo at the bottom, that source to you, and you can actually click on a part on that website and type in the number that's on your oil bottle, and it shows you all of the tests that oil went through, all of that third-party testing. So you can see that it did test to be 100% pure, and you know that as you're using it for your family. Okay, so how do you use doTERRA essential oils? There are 3 ways to use these oils: aromatically, topically, and internally. Aromatically is one of my favorite ways to use the oils. I love diffusing essential oils. As you diffuse them, it lifts your mood. It's great for aromatherapy. We have a whole set of mood oils that I love. I'm not a morning person either, so starting my day diffusing an essential oil that's uplifting, like cheer or motivate or wild orange, that's just a great way to start your day. But also, as you diffuse oils, they can help open your airways. So if you've got a sick kid and you need to diffuse breathe to help support their airways, diffusing oils is just a great way to get them into the body and to also help open those airways. Also, as you diffuse oils, they can kill germs in the air. So if you're having people over, or if you're sick, diffusing an oil like On Guard, our protective blend, is going to be good because it will kill those germs. It will help boost your immune system as well. Topical use of essential oils. That's another way to use them. In that picture, you can see we've got doTERRA's unscented hand and body lotion and doTERRA's fractionated coconut oil. So those are 2 of the main ways that I like to apply the oils topically. So if you have a hot oil or a sensitive oil, you're going to want to dilute it with coconut oil. So you'll use that fractionated coconut oil to dilute it, and then you can apply it to a localized area. So if you've got a stomach ache, you can apply Digest into your stomach, or if you've got a headache, peppermint to your forehead. And then the unscented hand and body lotion, I love that because you can just customize and make your own lotion. So for my kiddos, I make a frankincense and lavender lotion, and I just rub it on their legs at night to help just soothe and calm and just help them calm down before bed. If you've got kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's kind of that crazy transition time where after dinner, especially in the summer, we go outside, play a little bit, but then we got to eventually get them to bed, and it's still kind of bright outside. So after baths, just having that routine where we rub their legs with lotion, it's nice and calming for them. And you also use oils topically, just depending on what your health issue is. So if you've got a stomach ache, you could apply an oil like Digest into your belly. If you've got a backache, you could use something like Deep Blue in a massage. So for topical use, it's mainly to a localized area, but you could also use reflexology on the feet, which when we have, with little kids especially, that's a great way to get an oil topically onto your child without actually putting the oil directly on their stomach. So if you've got a newborn baby, but your baby has some tummy issues or sensitivities, you could actually apply our digestive blend to the baby's feet in the stomach reflexology area, and it could help your baby that way. And then the third way to use doTERRA oils is internally. And like I said, this presentation is for doTERRA, but especially this portion when I talk about internal use of the oils, because I would never tell you to go to the health food store and use their oils internally. And they probably say on the outside of their oil that it's not safe for internal consumption. So just keep that in mind. So as you use them internally, you could drop them into veggie capsules and take them that way. That's a great way to get an oil like oregano into your system because that's a hot oil. So you wouldn't want to just drink it in water, and it wouldn't taste good. But you can always drop it in a veggie capsule. or you can drink them in water. So oils like lemon, I love to drink in my water. It tastes good. There's great health benefits. You just want to make sure as you use them internally, if you're drinking them in water, that you're using glass and not plastic. All right, let's talk about essential oil safety. These oils are safe and gentle without side effects, but you do want to make sure you're following the label instructions. So skin sensitivity is maybe the primary issue you would just want to be aware of. So all of our oils are labeled N, S, and D. And N stands for neat, and it can be applied topically with no dilution. So an example would be lavender. S is sensitive, so it could be sensitive if you have sensitive skin, or if it's a kid, you would want to dilute that oil as well. And an example would be peppermint. That can be sensitive for some people. And then D means dilute. That's a hot oil, and you would always want to dilute that if you're using it topically. And a good example would be oregano. You never drop the oils in your eyes, ears, or nose. Dilute with oil, like coconut oil, not water. So the water and the oil don't mix. So it's actually not going to dilute the oil. So if you get the oil on your skin and you find it sensitive and you try and wash your hands off, if it's on your hands, that's not going to dilute it. That's going to drive it in more and actually make it worse. So just make sure you use some sort of oil. Like I said, skin sensitivity is a primary safety issue, but you'll be fine as long as you follow the label instructions. And I put these oils in this slide because I like to show people that doTERRA actually has a lot of oils in our top. These are our top 9 oils that are pre-diluted: the Breathe, Deep Blue, Digestin, frankincense, lavender, melaleuca, On Guard, oregano, and peppermint. Those are 9 of the oils we're going to talk about today out of the 10. And they come in the Touch roller bottles, so they're pre-diluted, ready to go, and safe for all members of the family. And then we also have a Touch kit for the emotional aromatherapy oils: the Motivate, Cheer, Passion, Forgive, Console, and Peace. So once again, those are pre-diluted and ready to roll on for all members of the family. And each of those come in kits, but they also can be bought individually. Okay, so if you like the idea of using essential oils as natural solutions in your family, but you're not sure, okay, so where do I start and how do I use them once I have the ones that I want? We are going to talk today about doTERRA's top 10 oils. It's 6 single oils and 4 oil blends that I feel no family should ever be without. A lot of people come to me to get educated on these oils, and there's so many. If you look at the product guide or if you look in the books, and they say, okay, but how do I decide? And I tell them, doTERRA has these kits that they put together for a reason. These are our top oils, and these are the ones that are going to be the ones that you go to when your kid is sick, or when you're sick, or if you scrape your knee, or just your everyday common health concerns. These oils are going to take care of you. So we're going to briefly talk about each one of them and how to use them. All right, we're going to start with lemon. Lemon is one of my favorite oils. I absolutely love it, and I use it daily for many reasons. It cleanses and purifies the air and surfaces, so you can clean with it. As you diffuse it, it can purify your air. It naturally cleanses the body and aids in digestions. I love to add lemon to my water. It's so tasty, and it's not the same as adding the lemon juice to your water. So just know it's different, because our citrus oils are actually cold pressed from the rinds of fruit. So it's a whole different chemical structure and chemical makeup and taste than the actual fruit inside. Lemon also supports healthy respiratory function. Here's a little tip. I like to put it on the toes. If my kids, or if I have a runny nose, it helps dry it up. It promotes a positive mood and cognitive ability. It helps ward off free radicals with its antioxidant benefits. It soothes an irritated throat. You could put a drop of lemon and honey for that, and it's great as a natural hand sanitizer. So this is what we use as hand sanitizer. Simply put a drop of lemon in your hands, rub it together, and you are good to go. And then you're not putting that store-bought junk on your hands. There's so much bad stuff in store-bought hand sanitizer, and honestly, it takes away. We've got good bacteria on our hands that we want we want to be there because it's fighting off the bad stuff. But when you use that store-bought hand sanitizer, it just wipes it all away. It doesn't distinguish between the good and the bad bacteria. So keep that in mind. And oftentimes they have fragrances and other junk just loaded in there. Okay, the next one I want to talk about is lavender. This is what I like to call a jack of all trades oil. It's widely used for its calming and relaxing qualities. Diffuse it in a room or apply it topically to calm anxiety and to soothe emotions. It's great for any kind of skin issues. It helps soothe irritated skin, and it will help your skin recover quickly. It can calm bee stings, bug bites, really any kind of reactions. If you have something going on your skin and you're like, oh, just not sure what that is, or why is it red, or why is it itchy or bumpy, go ahead and put lavender on it. It definitely can only help. It supports a restful night's sleep and breathing, so you can diffuse lavender at night to help you sleep, or you can apply it to your big toes, which is your brain reflexology point, and that can really help calm you and help you sleep well. And it can help ease muscle tension. Peppermint. This is another one that we use very often in my home. It promotes healthy respiratory function and clear breathing. Inhale it deeply to invigorate the lungs and increase alertness. A lot of people don't realize that about peppermint. It actually can give you a boost of energy. So we have peppermint beadlets, and my husband likes to take those to work. Or if we're on a long car ride, and he's starting to get a little bit tired or just not as alert, he will take a peppermint beadlet, and that really helps him wake up and stay focused. You can add water in a spray bottle and mist the peppermint on you when your body is overheated, or if it's just a hot summer day, if you're going out on the boat or you're going to the ball fields, that's a great way to help keep you cool. Apply it to the neck and forehead with lavender to calm tension. It alleviates occasional upset stomach. It's frequently used in toothpaste and chewing gum for oral health, so you could also make a mouthwash out of it by using some distilled water and peppermint, and that's just a good natural mouthwash. It's just nice and cooling for the body, and it helps increase alertness and focus. All right, frankincense. This is kind of like lavender when I say a jack of all trades oil. There are so many uses for frankincense. They say when in doubt, use frankincense, because you just can't go wrong with using it. There are some amazing health benefits listed at pubmed.gov, and I encourage you to go check it out. Look up frankincense on there. It's being widely studied for its ability to fight cancer cells. So that's really neat. I'm not going to get into it much on here, but there's a lot of good info out there. It's good for nourishing the brain. So it's got I'm going to mess that up. Yep. Sesquiterpenes in frankincense, and that can actually cross the blood-brain barrier. So that's how it can nourish the brain, and medicines can't do that. So that's really incredible that we've got this precious oil that can provide that for brain support. Used topically to beautify the skin and to keep it looking young and healthy. It's a great skin oil, especially when it comes to anything anti-aging, like sunspots, wrinkles, age spots. Apply to your neck and forehead with lavender and peppermint to lift your mood and ease tension. If you are prone to headaches or migraines, that combination is going to be one that I highly recommend. Supports immune function. It supports respiratory function. Take 1 or 2 drops in a veggie capsule to help support healthy cellular function. That's recommended daily. Frankincense is one of those oils that they recommend really getting into your system every single day, whether it's in a veggie capsule or you just drop a couple drops under your tongue, or even just rub some on your feet or on your spine. And like I said, when in doubt, use frankincense. All right, oregano. So this is a hot oil. I always remind people this is the one that comes in the kits that's hot, so you always dilute oregano. It's used as a powerful cleansing and purifying agent. It provides immune-enhancing benefits. Dilute it and apply to the bottoms of your feet or your kids' feet for a natural defense. So if we have a virus, especially a virus going around, oregano is going to be one of my go-to virus fighters. Supports healthy digestion and respiratory function. It's an excellent source of antioxidants. Take 1 to 2 drops in an empty veggie capsule for periodic immune support. It's just great all around for your immune system. And it's also amazing for your GI health. So you would want to take it internally. So in a veggie capsule as part of a monthly cleansing regimen for your GI health. And I think they say it's like 70% of our immune system actually stems from our gut. So to have good gut health is going to really keep you healthier in the long run. So using frankincense every once in a while in a veggie capsule and taking it that way can really help keep you healthy. All right, Melaleuca. If you've never heard of Melaleuca, you've probably heard of tea tree oil. So they are one and the same. Melaleuca is sourced from Australia. It's renowned for its cleansing and rejuvenating effects on the skin. They nickname it first aid for the skin. It's really great for any kind of skin issues, especially when it comes to if it's like a cut or a burn or something that you want to make sure it doesn't, what's it called? That it doesn't, I'm blanking on what I'm trying to say here. If it's like a cut and you want to make sure it doesn't get infected, thank you. That's the word. If you want to prevent infection, Melaleuca is going to be your go-to for that. Or if it's something fungal related on the skin, you're going to make sure you use Melaleuca because it can really fight a fungus. So if you've got like athlete's foot or any kind of toenail fungus, Melaleuca is certainly going to be one of your go-tos. It promotes a healthy immune function. It protects against environmental and seasonal threats. So if you're prone to allergies, Melaleuca can really help support you. It promotes clear and healthy complexion, and it soothes minor skin irritations. It helps purify and freshen the air. And some people will put it on their dryer balls, and it will help purify and freshen your laundry as well. And you can also apply it to a cotton ball to soothe ear discomfort. All right, guys, now we're actually getting into the essential oil blends. So those were the 6 single oils, and here are the oil blends. Breathe is our respiratory blend, so it's going to support anything respiratory related. It helps you maintain clear airways and breathing as you diffuse it, or if you want to put the breathe stick on your chest, that could support you, or even using those breathe drops. Those are one of our favorite breathe products because some of us are prone to allergies, but if we pop a breathe drop in our mouth before we go outside, it really helps just keep those airways open, and it helps prevent those allergies. Nourishes the lungs and the sinuses, and it just supports overall respiratory health. Diffuse it at night for healthy and restful breathing. So if you're prone to snoring, breathe would be one that I would highly recommend diffusing at night next to your bedside. Excuse me. Apply 2 to 3 drops on chest and bottoms of the feet as needed for seasonal respiratory discomfort. All right, another blend is our Deep Blue Soothing Blend. This is great for supporting muscles and joints. You can apply it directly to your skin to support muscles and joints. You could rub on muscles before and after exercise to reduce discomfort. Use with a carrier oil for a therapeutic deep tissue massage. And I know a lot of people that have issues or pains in their joints, and they highly recommend Deep Blue for that. So any kind of pain, joint pain, inflammation, these products can be really helpful. I love the Deep Blue rub. Out of the oil and the rub, I think the rub is my favorite. But a lot of people like to use them together, and I do that sometimes. I'll put the oil on first and then the rub over the oil, and it drives it in even deeper. And then the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex, you actually take that internally to help with inflammation and pain. And we use that when we're sore, or in my pregnancy, I've had like a lot of lower back pain, so that's been really helpful for me. All right, On Guard is our protective blend, and this is going to be our immune support for sure. It supports a healthy immune function. It protects against environmental threats. It cleanses the surfaces as you clean with it. It purifies the skin while promoting healthy circulation. It's energizing and uplifting, and it also contains nature's most powerful antioxidant, which is clove oil. And we love all of the On Guard products and use a lot of them daily. The On Guard whitening toothpaste there we use every single day. the On Guard hand soap. That's a great way to get this protective blend into your system every single day. The On Guard beadlets, I keep those in my diaper bag or in my purse. It's great for fresh breath, but it really helps promote healthy gums as well. Clove is wonderful for your gums and for your mouth, and so it does that for you. It's got dual purposes. And then I love the On Guard throat drops. If you're sick and you've got that sore throat that is just like achy and hurts, those On Guard throat drops are what I recommend for that. And it really helps numb the pain, but at the same time provides that healing. And then the On Guard cleaner concentrate, we love to clean with that. And so it just takes a couple tablespoons in a spray bottle of water, and then that's an all-purpose cleaner for everything in your house. So that bottle will last you a really long time. All right, another blend is our Digest Zen. This is our digestive blend. It supports anything digestive related. So you can add a few drops of it to water or rub it on your stomach before flying or taking a road trip for its calming aroma. Rub on your stomach to ease digestive discomfort, nausea, or motion sickness. And have Digest Zen on hand when enjoying heavy holiday meals or to promote digestion. So really anything of your digestive system. You can add it to water or tea to maintain a healthy gastrointestinal tract. It's really neat that the same bottle of oil can help with something like constipation or diarrhea. So that just goes to show you these oils aren't forcing our body to do one thing. Like if you're having constipation or diarrhea, it wouldn't be the same medicine if you're using over-the-counter stuff. You'd have to choose the medicine based on which one of those. But Digest Zen is really just helping balance our system. And so it's helping our body do what it's supposed to do. So that's why the same exact oil could be helpful in both of those situations. It also comes in a gel cap form, which is that black bottle. And they also have digest tabs. So you could use that if you've got heartburn or any kind of indigestion issues. All right, guys, I know I said I was talking about the top 10 oils, but I would be selling you short if I didn't mention our #1 selling product, because this is actually my favorite product. People ask me all the time, okay, so what would you use if you were me, and you only could pick a few products or oils? And honestly, it's our vitamins. I absolutely love doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality supplements. You can either buy it as the 3-pack, which is the Lifelong Vitality supplements, or a 2-pack, which is the Daily Nutrient Pack. So it's the 2, not the Alpha CRS. That one's not in there. Okay, so let's talk about the Z Omega. It's the ultimate omega-3 fatty acid for heart and brain with 9 essential oils, including clove, which is the world's #1 antioxidant. This formula delivers 340 milligrams of EPA and 240 milligrams of DHA per daily serving, supporting healthy cardiovascular, immune, joint, and brain health. But really, guys, the overall picture of these is they are this whole food supplement. So when you see the little pill, I don't even want to call it a pill, but when you see the vitamin, it's not like a horse pill like what you get at the store. It's not. It's like ground up food, basically. It's not solid. So it's whole food. Your body's digesting 100% of it and using 100% of it. Unlike when you take these vitamins from the store and you're peeing out that bright yellow color, that's a lot of that vitamin going to your elimination system. And it's because it's synthetic and your body doesn't know what to do with all of that. It can't read it. It can't process it. But if you're taking these vitamins, it's like eating an apple. Your body knows exactly how to use 100% of that apple for your benefit and digest it. So just keep that in mind. And then the Microplex VMZ, it's a whole food formula of bioavailable vitamins and minerals that are often deficient in our modern diets. This also includes a patented enzyme delivery system to ensure optimal nutrient absorption. And then you've got your Alpha CRS. Like I said, that's in the Lifelong Vitality supplements, not in the Daily Nutrient Pack. So you can kind of decide or talk to go to the person that's introducing you to doTERRA, and they should be able to help you decide which pack is best for you. And the cool thing is, if you do buy the vitamins, you can actually add on some of our other products for a huge savings. So the deep blue polyphenol supplements that you see in that chart, they're regularly wholesale 59, I think 59.50. So to get them for $20 because you're adding them onto the vitamins is a major discount. Terrazyme is usually around the high 30s, and it would be 20. Our probiotic as well, and then the kids vitamins you can get at a big discount if you buy the adult vitamins as well. So like I said, talk to the person that invited you to listen in tonight, and they can explain more about how you can get those deals. All right, guys. So as you've gone through this, I hope it's really opened your mind. And if you're on here, you probably had an open mind to this. You can empower yourself to care for your family in the comfort of your own home and provide the care that's appropriate to each member of your family, and enjoy the tender bonding moments. I love the connection I have with my family as I use these oils and these products on them. Or if I'm sick, I've seen my kids go grab the bottles of oils and they've, said, Mommy, here, this will make you feel better. And they help me. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. And they've seen how they work. My husband has seen how they work. At first we did say, are these going to work? And we questioned it a little bit, but they started working so well and so fast for us. That there's no denying that these work. And there's so many amazing studies out there now. And doTERRA is partnering with some incredible people and hospitals like Johns Hopkins. So these oils are being widely studied. And they're growing, I don't want to say trend, but they're a growing trend because they're working, and they spread, they spread so fast because people are using them and having these amazing results. And I just love that I'm prepared in my own home with this natural defense. Okay, so how do you get these oils? There are 3 ways. Number 1, you could go to the person who introduced you to doTERRA, their website, and buy retail. I've been doing this for almost 4 years, and I've had about, I think, 2 people buy retail from me. And that's because it's not a good deal. It's expensive that way. And to buy retail, it doesn't make sense. So I'm going to highlight the 2 ways that actually make sense. To either be a wholesale customer. So if you've ever had like a Sam's or Costco membership, you'll understand what that means, or a wellness advocate. And those 2 have the same great benefits. You get 25% off of retail. You don't even have to pay a membership fee if you start with a kit. So that's incredible. And you receive product points back. So you receive 10 to 30% back if you place a loyalty rewards order. And you'll get your shipping points back for free products. And then there's just other freebies that you are eligible for. The only difference, I like to point out between the wholesale customer and wellness advocate is the wholesale customer is not eligible for commissions. But the wellness advocate, which is what I am, you can earn commission. So you can always upgrade from a wholesale customer to a wellness advocate for free. So just keep that in mind. They are basically the same thing, except for one can make commissions and one cannot. All right, so step 1 would be to select a kit. I know I mentioned this before, but doTERRA really does put these kits together for a reason. If you need, a springboard to start from, they've got these kits for you. And they all contain the top used oils. So we went through the Home Essentials kit today. So we talked about the top 10 oils, and they're all found in that Home Essentials kit. That's my favorite kit because it comes with a diffuser, which I feel like you have to have. And it comes with the large bottles of the top 10 oils. And it comes with a deeper discount. So not only are you getting wholesale pricing, but it's actually below wholesale. So that diffuser in that kit is about 50% off just because of the discount that you receive when you start with the kit. So that's an incredible savings. And then the Family Essentials kit is another great place to start. It's those same top 10 oils, but it's the smaller bottles. And it also includes On Guard and peppermint beadlets. And then the Natural Solutions kit, if you're that person that says, I'm all in, I want to really take control of my health and start with this completely new foundation with doTERRA oils and products, this is going to be your kit. It's got the vitamins, it's got the diffuser that has the 8-hour, like the longer run time, a larger collection of oils and some of the wellness products, and that wooden box to store all of your stuff in. So those are your 2 I mean, those are your three main kit options. They have more, like the emotional aromatherapy kit, um, the uh, the bigger kits like the every oil kit or the diamond kit. So if you don't feel like you fit into one of these right here, talk to the person that invited you in tonight, and they can explore other options for you. All right, step two. So once you've ordered your kit, I highly recommend setting up the loyalty rewards program. It's a great program to get a lot of free products. So as you continue to order, if you choose to, and the cool thing is it's completely optional. You can choose to order 1 month, and then the next month you can say, okay, I don't want to be on the loyalty rewards program, and that's fine. You're not locked into anything. But if you do order on the loyalty rewards program, you're going to get a deeper savings and points back for free products. So once again, talk to the person that invited you to listen to this, and they can explain the loyalty rewards program a little bit more. All right, and then step three, how do you become an oil user? There are really great resources out there. Modern Essentials book and app being one of my favorites. The app, I think, even has more information than the book. It's incredible. I think it's like $4.99. So even if you haven't bought your kit yet, that's a great way to explore how to even use the oils. They have DIY things on there. They've got all of your body systems and how the oils can work in different body systems. The Essential Life book is another one of my favorites. So I have both those books. I have the app. doTERRA has a million great resources too on their doTERRA.com website. So there's so many great resources out there. And of course, the person that invited you to learn more about the oils will be able to connect you with more resources. So thank you so much for listening. And I hope that you learned more about how these natural solutions can change your life and really just change the way you take care of yourself and your family. Please feel free to ask me any questions that you have as well. Thank you.